News, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 28th of August 2022. Remember, guys, to like, share, comment, and follow. How is your weekend? And so, guys, a few days ago, I heard a situation which happened at the State House. And guys, because mukukura kweruta gara chinko zonzinzi a State House apapfurwe unorowa untase and even today I still don't understand why masoja masaya vachirowa vanhu on that road or I don't know, because I've heard so many stories about people being beaten up there. And so the family of Harare Man who died last week during under unclear circumstances accuses state security agents of murdering him at or near State House in Harare. The State House, which is the president's official residence, is mostly guarded by members of the military's Presidential Guard Unit, Central Intelligence Organization (CIO), and the Zimbabwe Republic Police ZRP. Levi Musendo, 35, on Fakos in Harare, a mentally challenged person but stable and on medication, allegedly left the family's home on August 19, 2022 to carry out some errands but did not return home. The Musendo family says since their son's murder last week, they've been moved from one office to another as no one wants to take responsibility. On August 20, Levi's father, Jacob Musendo, received a phone call from an unidentified police officer at Harare Central Police Station that his son had been arrested and detained. He was advised to bring fresh clothing and food for his son. He also took with him his son's medical records that showed he was a mental patient. According to a letter complained by the family's lawyer, Kadzere, Wongwe, and Mandevere legal practitioners, dated 24 August, Job arrived at Harare Central Police Station at 9 a.m. and sought to see his son. At first, he was told he could not see his son as the police holding cells wherein he was allegedly held were off bounds. The letter is addressed to Officer Commanding Harare Central District Chief Superintendent Moyo, Officer Commanding Harare Metropolitan Province Police Commissioner General Godwin Matanga, Justice Minister Ziyambi, and Defense Minister Opa Muchunguri Kashiri. The letter reads, Mr. Job Musendo and his wife were subsequently shuffled from pillar to post from one office to the other for the greater part of the day and were eventually advised that their child had been taken to Paranatua group of hospitals for medical attention as he had some severe injuries and was bleeding profusely from the nose and mouth. The officers later told the family that Levi had been injured while attempting to break into the Zimbabwe State House number 1 Councillor Avenue. Around 4 p.m. they were led into the office of Chief Superintendent Moyo, who broke the news of their son's death. Job and his wife were again barred from viewing Levi's body and were instead told that the body was in the custody of the state and eventually left without seeing it. On Sunday, they went back to Harare Central, but the law enforcement agents were still evasive. It is alleged that nurses at Paranatua Hospital, who spoke on condition of anonymity, said the body had been brought to the morgue by uninformed military personnel. The soldiers allegedly sternly warned anyone against disclosing the fact that the deceased was already dead at the time he was taken to Paranatua. According to the lawyers, it was only on Monday that Job was allowed to view the body under police escort. They wrote, on viewing the remains, he was only shown the face, which presented with a deep cut around the mouth area, and on request to see the rest of the body, he was denied this opportunity and advised that the mortuary attendant had strict instructions to only allow him to see the face for purpose of identification. Job was then told that a post-mortem would be done the next day, 23 August. The Musendos were advised of their son's death on August 20, 2022 at around 4 p.m. However, according to the lawyers, the application for a post-mortem examination showed that he had died on August 20, 2022 at 9:40 p.m., said the lawyers. How could the time of death be coming after the announcement of the death? What should come first, the death or the announcement? The application for post-mortem examination also states that the now deceased died at the Paranatua Casualty Department, but the hospital database showed that Levi had not been booked at the hospital that day or the previous one. The lawyers pointed out that entries made by a pathologist show that the time of death had been altered from 1442 hours to 2042 hours using a blank ink pen. mortuary under number 225/2022 signed by the pathologist on duty said that Levy's death was not due to natural causes. According to the lawyers, the pathologist outlined Levy's death as severe epigastric trauma, which is a hemorrhage to internal stomach organs. The family now wants access to a full and detailed post-mortem report and to view his whole body. The lawyers wrote, State House security is a high security area with closed circuit televisions all around. We cannot fathom that such an event as an alleged breaking into State House would miss the lens of the multitude of cameras dotted around the State House. In that vein, we request that our client be allowed supervised access to the relevant video footage that shows the now deceased allegedly trying to break into State House as outlined in the documents attached here too. And so guys, that's the latest here. And it also said in the condolence messages to Musendo's family for their loss. I mean, I mean, of course, Agaro was sure because he was bleeding from nose and mouth. And so, I'm gonna keep you in the loop packet any new information. But this is so sad, man. It's really, really sad. I still don't understand why my security agents vachizorowa munhu kana achida kupinda kana kuda break in. I mean, you know, he's supposed to be arrested. Munhu ngaasungwe oniswa ku police and asungwa atry kuda break in asungwa kwete kuti munorowa munhu. You know, I don't understand kurowa munhu, like munorowa munhu offer, like in this instance no one wants to take responsibility. Of course nyaya ichangotsikwa yakadaro. I personally don't see nyaya ichipera musha. And so we hope that the family will be granted access to view his body, his full body, and I don't think they will actually show the family the whole footage. And because pastor was every corner inenge camera, every corner inenge ma security personnel wanenge armed. So don't tell me that the man wanted to break in to steal what Imam State House Momia. But anyway, I'm gonna keep you in the loop here on daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our new uploads that we do upload on this channel each and every day, each and every hour. Bless up.